Alibaba versus 1688.com. In this video, I will be talking about 8 reasons why you should move your sourcing inquiries from Alibaba to 1688.com. Now, I know that Alibaba is a very famous platform among the international buyers, and for many years people have been using it, but not a lot of people know about 1688.com. So in this video, let's discuss what are the benefits of using the 1688.com. But let's first understand what is the difference between these two platforms. Now, Alibaba is for the international buyers, and that's all in English, so you can use it to find suppliers in China. Similarly, 1688 is for domestic wholesale buying. So if I'm a Chinese seller, if I have a retail shop in China, and if I want to buy some products in wholesale, I will go to 1688.com. So let's understand what are the benefits of 1688.com, and I believe that in 2025 you should move all your sourcing to 1688. Now, after using Alibaba for over 8 years and being involved in international procurement business for 8 years, I've learned few things about Alibaba. Number one is the gold supply status. So what happens is that if you just pay money to Alibaba, the suppliers will get the gold badge. Now, many people will think that, okay, this supplier is very good because they have this badge from Alibaba, but actually because they just paid a fee, they got this. And also, because Alibaba gets money from the suppliers, it's more focused on giving the best service to the suppliers rather than focused on the customer side. So if any customer have any problems, or I've seen a lot of inquiries where customers came to us with a lot of problems that they bought some products from Alibaba, they paid the money through the trade assurance, but when there was a problem, Alibaba was supporting the suppliers more than the customers. Also, I think that the prices are higher on the Alibaba compared to 1688, and later on in this video we will discuss about the reasons why it's so, and also I will discuss about the benefits of using 1688. So now let's start with this video and let's understand the 8 reasons why you should move from Alibaba to 1688. Okay, so number 1 reason are the lower prices. On Alibaba, because the suppliers has to pay the fee to Alibaba, they have to incorporate this fee in the product price. Also, because they are mainly for the export reasons, they will also put down some additional amount in the product price within the product price as well. Now on 1688, you actually get the price which is exactly the factory price without any other kind of cost involved. What does that helps you with is that you get to know exact factory price of the product, and now all you have to do is you can calculate the other export cost later, but now you know each and every cost separately and you have more negotiation margin. But on Alibaba, these costs are usually included within the supplier's prices. So in my opinion, if you go to 1688.com, you can easily see the prices are much cheaper than on Alibaba. Another point I want to discuss here is that 1688.com will be in Chinese. So you just use a Google Chrome browser, just translate it, and then you can use a translation tool to talk with the suppliers. The suppliers will write you in Chinese. You can use a Google Translate software to translate from English to Chinese or any other languages to Chinese, and then just copy and paste it in the chat. It's an easy way. I know it's a bit troublesome, it takes some bit more time, but it will be worth it in the end because you will be able to get better prices. Number 2, direct factory access. So there are no middlemen on 1688 in my opinion. You may find occasionally a company that say they are the agent or sourcing agent or middleman, but overall you will be directly contacting the factories. And the reason is that on 1688 there is not a lot of fees to come onto this platform compared to Alibaba. And also, for the suppliers to come on Alibaba, number 1, they have to pay a lot of fee. Number 2, they must have an English-speaking staff. So a lot of factories who don't have that, they will not come on Alibaba. But because 1688 is a Chinese platform, more Chinese suppliers feel more convenient to come on 1688. So that's one of the reasons you should be using 1688. Okay, another one is the faster replies. Now, in my opinion, when I use 1688.com or Alibaba, I've seen on 1688 you always get a very fast response. Maybe it has to do something because it's all in Chinese, so the Chinese suppliers are always on it. They're always very fast to reply. On Alibaba, I've seen that sometimes the suppliers will reply me within 3 days or 5 days even. So long. So I do understand that it comes down to the supplier service standard, but again, overall in my 8 years of experience of using both of these platforms, I found that 1688 you will always get more faster response. Number 4 is more shipping and payment flexibility. Now on 1688, if you just need few pieces or samples, you can easily pay by RMB. So you can use WeChat Pay or Alipay. If you come to China, you can open up your bank account in China so you can use local payments. And if you're abroad, you can connect your credit card or debit card with Alipay and WeChat Pay, and you can use it to easily make payments on 1688. But on Alibaba, you have to either use a USD accounts or then you have to transfer the payments to suppliers' personal accounts. Number 5, no fake reviews. There is strict seller verification on 1688. Now on Alibaba, a lot of views can be fake, or they can be bought, or they can be paid. But on 1688, since it's a Chinese platform, a lot of Chinese buyers will give brutally honest feedback and reviews. So in my opinion, the reviews on 1688 are more reliable compared to Alibaba. Number 6, this is by far the best reason to use 1688. You get the payment in the escrow account. So what that means is when you pay to any supplier on 1688.com, the money does not instantly goes to that supplier's bank account or in his pockets. It goes to 1688. That means you have 7 days. When you receive the goods, you have 7 days to check it. If you have no problem, then you can release the payment. Or after 7 days, 1688 will directly release the payment to the supplier. So just because of this one feature, the supplier also has a lot of pressure to give you the good quality product because they know that the money is not coming to them instantly. So there is less chance of fraud or cheating, or they send you a lower quality. And also, if you do all the chat record in 1688 system, that means that if later on there is any problem or you get low quality products, you can always make the complaint to 1688 and they will have all the chat records. So they will always help you to solve this problem. So you have a lot of power and advantage while you're using 1688. Number 7, better product variety. A lot of hidden factories that you won't even find on Alibaba.com, you will find them on 1688.com. Now, earlier in this video, I mentioned that when you're on Alibaba as a supplier, you must have an English-speaking staff, okay, to provide better service to the international buyers. Now, many factories who don't have that, they will not come on Alibaba, or they don't want to pay the fees of Alibaba. And I talked to a lot of factories and suppliers in China. Many of them told me they paid a lot of fees on Alibaba, but the result was not very good. So they closed their accounts. Now, all of these factories you can find on 1688.com because the fees are less and you don't need to have an English-speaking staff. So it's an added advantage. So a lot of factories that you won't find on Alibaba or other platforms will be on 1688. Number 8, there are no language barriers according to me. Now I know a lot of you will be saying that on Alibaba everything is in English, on 1688 it's all in Chinese, but nowadays we have all these translation tools. You can use Google Translator. If you're using this app 1688.com in your mobile phone, there is an app called Tap Translate. You can check it on Google Store. Now it's very, very easy to download this app and it can do all the screen translation. So even if the whole app is in Chinese, you can easily translate it to any other language. Or you can do one other thing. You can also download this app plugin into your computer and it will automatically translate it for you. So if you open 1688.com in your Google Chrome browser, there is a plugin within the 1688.com website. You just download it, you write anything in English, it will automatically translate it into Chinese. So this way it becomes more and more easier to communicate with the suppliers. Alright guys, so I think after hearing about these 8 reasons, you will be more willing to move from Alibaba to 1688. But please understand that in no way I'm undermining the power of Alibaba. The Alibaba's platform is all in English. You can chat in English as well, but in my opinion, I believe that on 1688, you can find many more suppliers, a lot of variety of the products. Of course, there is a bit of a communication barrier because you have to then translate. But in the end, because you will get better prices, your profit margins will be better if you source from 1688. But before the end of this video, here are some pro tips when you're sourcing from China. Always make sure to ask for the business license from the supplier and try to verify it online. You can see the scope of the products that they're allowed to work in legally. Also, you can find out their exact factory address, how long this company has been established. You can get a lot of details, and also you can find out that why this company, is it a manufacturer or is it a trader? This all information can be found from the business license. Also make sure that their addresses are accurate, all the information they provide are accurate. Also ask them for any other client's references. Make sure if you have some person you know in China, or hire a sourcing company, to go and visit the factory and do a supplier audit before you place the order. This is very, very important, and always make sure to follow these steps. Alright guys, so this is FJ from EJET Procurement. I've been living in China for more than 10 years, and from last 8 years I've been helping a lot of global buyers to import products from China successfully. So if you are also looking to import products from China, and you're either a retailer, a wholesaler, or an Amazon seller, or on any other platform you're selling online, make sure to message me and make sure to follow my channel for watching more upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one.